This story is based off a series of games rated MA 15+ and contains detailed gore and sometimes harsh cursing. If you are offended or against any of this, then you have 5 seconds to click off this video. You have been warned. Hey everybody, I assume that if you are still here, then you're alright with the things that happen in this. Well, you know what I mean. But anyway, my name is AussieBrony, and today I am reading Fallout Equestria. Past Sins was actually what was voted for, but only one person voted, so it's not really a thing, I don't know. But, I wanted to put the Past Sins soundtrack in the background for my Past Sins readings for the right timing, but that would have taken too long and too much time, and I was never really bothered, really. So, yeah, I will eventually do Past Sins, but I'm going to be doing Fallout Equestria at the moment because it's awesome, and I haven't actually read it yet. So, I will be reading chapters as, yeah, those who haven't read this story already for themselves or heard it, then we'll be sharing the experience of seeing how awesome this story is together. So, yeah. Yeah. So anyway, I'm going to start the recording of me reading the story. So, yes. Yeah. So, I hope you enjoy, and goodbye. If I'm going to tell you about the adventure of my life, explain how I got to this place with these people, and why I did what I'm going to do next, I should probably start by explaining a little bit about pip-bucks. What is a pip-buck? A pip-buck is a device worn on the foreleg, just above the hoof, issued to every pony in a stable when they become old enough to work. A blending of unicorn pony magic and science, your pip-buck will keep a constant measure of your health and even help administer healing and other medical track and organization. And other medicine track and organize everything in your saddle packs, assist in repairs, and keep all manners of notes and maps available at hoof tap. Plus, it allows you to listen to the stable broadcast whenever you would like, as it can tune into and decrypt just about any radio frequency. And that's not all. A pony's pip-buck generates an EFS, eyes forward sparkle, that will indicate direction and help gauge whether the ponies or creatures around you are hostile. And perhaps most impressively, a pip-buck can magically aid you in a fight for a brief periods of time through the use of SATS, Stable Tech Arcane Targeting Spell. Oh, and a feature not to be forgotten, it can keep track of the location of tagged objects or people, including the wearers of other pip-bucks. If a pony somehow gets lost, don't ask me how you could get lost in a stable, but it does happen on occasion. Then any pony who knew the lost pony's tag could find them instantly. It can even be made to glow like a lamp. So yes, pip-bucks really are a testament to unicorn pony arcane science. And yes, having a pip-buck is a big advantage. So with how wonderful and miraculous all that just sounded, it's hard to impress anyone upon ponies who never lived in a stable just how ordinary a pip-buck was in the eyes of ponies living in stable too. and why I was disappointed to have one as my cutie mark. Every pony in stable 2 had a pit buck. All that stuff I mentioned, most ponies didn't even use half of that. They just used it to tune into stable broadcasts, listen to the sweet voice of Velvet Remedy in the evenings, or the latest school singing competitions during the day. The stable had 2 soccer leagues, one which allowed SATs and one which forbidded it. Otherwise, most ponies paid their pit bucks almost no attention at all. The overmare issued each pony their own pit buck on the day of their cutie mark party. Usually a day or 2 after, you get the mark on your flank that tells every pony what makes you special, what you're destined to be good at. Once it shows, the overmare knows what work to assign you to. You know your place in the stable. So no, I was not thrilled when what made me special was something every pony had, which was a lot like being told I wasn't special at all. Sure, getting a pit bucket as my cutie mark could have meant I was destined to become an awesome pickbuck repair filly or something, but in reality, it was like getting a cutie mark of a cutie mark. Didn't help that I was the last pony to get her cutie mark. Not surprising in retrospect. Kinda tough to find what you're supposed to be good at when you're supposed to be good at something you don't get until you found what you're supposed to be good at. So I tried everything. I even tried to invent new things. As a unicorn pony myself, I initiate magics allowing me of fine manipulation that earth ponies don't enjoy. Any pony can hold a key in their teeth and open a lock, but using multiple tools in a very delicate operation, that requires precision levitation. So I decided to learn to pick locks with a bobby pin and screwdriver. And I was even getting pretty good at it. Unfortunately, it didn't get me my cutie mark. It just got me into trouble. Even to my humiliation, when I went through CAT, cutie mark attribute test, and in the hopes it would guide me to what made me special. But no, my CAT was utterly average, with only marginally higher scores in a couple of areas, indicating that I might be suited for work as a pit buck technician or a stable loyalty inspector. 2 options, I should note, that were even less impressive when you considered what was generally expected, that unicorn ponies would go into either technical or administrative work. That is, except the unicorn ponies, who are natural artists, like Velvet Remedy. As I said before, our inherent magic allows us the sort of fine manipulation that technical work demands. Likewise, the Overmare and her government were always unicorn ponies. It is the Overmare's unicorn magic, after all, that creates the false sunlight used to grow our underground apple orchard. And while our apples might not look like those beautiful red things in the books, they were what kept us alive. It was only because they let me try my hooves at both positions that I gained access to a pit buck before receiving my own. Otherwise, I might never have gotten my cutie mark. Oh, and my name's Little Pip. Go figure. I was given the name because I was the youngest and smallest, and even my mother had the good sense not to call me Pipsqueak. Not that I don't love her, but when a filly's cutie marks a glass of hard apple cider. Anyway, funny how names turn out sometimes. Pleased to meet you. Here's my story. Hey everybody, I hope you enjoyed that. Yeah, so that was, yeah, I can't actually remember. I don't think I ever knew who the writer of Equestria is, and I, I'll go check it out later. So yeah, like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed. Only if you want to, of course. um, so yeah, see ya, I guess. Not very good with outros and intros, but anyway. So yeah, see ya.